checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic, I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. But I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than that.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at... First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
This defense for the Colts, they were strong last week, CD, and that win over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few miss.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. Does CBU see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Carr finding his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first. On play action, now Carr. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Raiders at 3-5, 2 games under 500. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking deep for Adams. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd and very short, Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now it's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. First and 10, Taylor now. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 26. 62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down to inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Play action, Ryan. Rolling to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Shaquille Leonard, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10. They're on the 17-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Carr on third down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Out to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Trying to get it to Woods. And it's third and short.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go play action now. Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 yards for number 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
To throw again is Ryan. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Kylen Granson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
To throw, it's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
And they've stopped them on the first 2 downs. Obviously, this is an important play coming up here. I think it's more so for the guys on defense because if they stop them here, I think they've set the tone for the entire game, how difficult it's going to be to score on them.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Carr. Touchdown Raiders. Boom, Melton. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Ryan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or two at best. Second down coming up. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Carr now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the sack on first down, Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Hey, 7:34.
Carr going to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. On the return, it's Rodgers. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. And I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them,
yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the Raiders will have
solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
He's able to find Melton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worrying about traffic coming out on the other end.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Jacobs going to try the middle.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephen Weatherly. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Ryan.
This pass caught. It's Woods. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A gain of 17.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Touchdown, Colts. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Raiders 7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
And now here's another interception.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, 26 yards. And the Colts get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Raider first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Carr.
Second and 6.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Young. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Carr. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
To throw again on second down. Carr. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Brandon Facyson. And the Colts are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I... He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now Ryan on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Well, that sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Duron Harmon.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 on the 31-yard line.
Carr now to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Quiddy Pay in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw his Carr.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Looking deep for Adams. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brandon Facyson.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give it maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Ryan back into his end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Able to find his man, Woods.
A big play there for Indy. 43 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Raiders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 on the 44-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here's Carr to throw. Lets this go for Renfrow downfield.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
6-18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again.
3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
93.
Now Carr again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20, 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
49, Raiders 7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
And as this defense walks off the field.